Hello everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, so today I want to talk to you about something that I know firsthand is holding back a lot of people from growing their business. And what is that? Pretty much what it is that you are competing against time. You're like racing against time. And that's really what's holding you back from your business. So if anyone's watching, I'm going to start talking about that. I want to give you some tips on how to grow your business and how to manage your time the best way and the quickest way to scale your business. So whoever is watching, say hello. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if I'm live. And let's see. Oh yeah, I am live. Great. All right. So I want to talk to you about this. This is a really, really important thing, and a lot of people don't talk about this when they're talking about how to grow a business and people who teach you how to start a business when you have a quit your job and start a business type of stuff. This is something that is really, really, it needs to be spoken about because it's the way that you're going to really grow and keep your sanity at the same time, because your mind has to be okay. And as an entrepreneur, you can't do everything in your business. So I'm going to go ahead and share this in our Facebook group that we have, the Profit Makers. If you're not a member, you can join my free Facebook group called the Profit Makers. And I'm going to share that there. And definitely let people know about this. If you want to help other people grow their business, share this video with them as well. I'm going to share it to the group. So the number one thing that's pretty much holding you back if you're a solo freelancer is time. Okay, so you don't have a lot of time in the day, and if you're the only one working in your business by yourself, you really don't have enough time. On top of that, if you work a full-time job and you're doing your side business, which is part-time after you come home from work, you really don't have a lot of time, right? You don't have enough time in the day if it's just you. The other thing is that a real business is not where you're the only one doing the work, okay? A real business is where you are running your business and you are managing your business, and you're not working in every single nitty-gritty part of your business. You're not doing the accounting, the sales, the marketing, the implementation, the service work. You're not doing all of that, because that's not a real business. It's like you're kind of like, for some freelancers, it's almost like you have a work from home job, because you have to do everything your client says. And if they don't like it, you're always afraid that they're not going to want to work with you. And so you go into this freelancer like cycle or hamster wheel where you're just trying to please your client. The only true way that I can see that if you work a full-time job and you want to grow a side business is that you have to start outsourcing your service work. So if you are a social media manager or a virtual assistant and you work full-time and you want to eventually leave, you got to outsource, and you need to think about your job as something that is helping to fund the business, okay? So your job is your financer. Instead of going to a bank and taking a loan out, you use your job to fund your business, to start your business, to give your business capital. And this is how you grow without having to take out loans, because loans are not your friend. The banks are not your friend. They want to keep you in debt, and you don't want to be. You need to stay away from debt, because you can't truly grow if you constantly having to owe bills and you have really high expenses because you're paying stuff back on interest, especially on interest, okay? So listen to me. I'm gonna drop some stuff right now. If you're watching, say hello in the comments. Tell me what type of business you have. I see a few people watching, so Yolanda, Heather. Glad to see you all here, but I'm going to start really dropping some things, because this is a thing that a lot of times where you see people teaching you about how to start a business, they're not talking about this. And the bottom line is that there is no way that if you work 40 hours a week, that you can come home, find clients for your freelance business or your virtual assistant business or your whatever you want to call yourself, digital marketing, virtual assistant. This type of work, or let's say you're doing accounting, this type of work is time intensive. For you to do marketing services, that's going to take your time to do it, okay? So if you're working 40 hours a week, when are you going to have time to do the client work and then to find more clients on top of that? You know what the number one complaint people tell me about people who are virtual assistants, people who are social media managers, website designers? You know what the number one complaint they tell me? they'll say, Alma, I don't have enough time to find more clients. They are stuck. If they have 1 or 2 clients, they're stuck doing work just for those clients. That's it. They're stuck doing work for those clients. They don't have any time to find more clients. They don't have the time. So how do you get out of that cycle? Because if you're not getting more clients and you just have 1 or 2 people paying you per month, that's not enough to quit your job. That's not enough to even grow, even if you're doing this full time. It's not enough. You have to outsource. This is the way you grow, is that you start outsourcing and you get people to help you grow. Because once you do that, you'll have more time to promote your business and to sell your business. And really what you need to become is the salesperson, and really just act as a middle person, a middleman or a middle woman who is in between the client and the person you hire on your team. And that's how you grow a real business, not being a solo freelancer that you're just doing everything yourself, because you're gonna drive yourself crazy and you're gonna be stressed out and you're not gonna be happy because all your time is spent on your laptop all the time. So if you really, really are serious about this, the best thing I could tell you is that from day one, pretty much from day one, you can start outsourcing. So that's how I quit my job. So that's what I did. I was working full time. I started my own social media marketing and freelance writing business, blog writing, which is my company is 360 Content Pro. And that is how I was able to make enough money to quit, because I worked 40 hours a week and I had clients, but I wasn't coming home and doing the client work all the time. What I did was I started hiring people right there with my job, with my few clients that I had. I would hire people and I would train them and I would tell them how to do it. And then I would be the project manager, project managing every client engagement until I made enough money and I had enough clients that I could quit my job. And that is the best way to do it. That's the best way to quit your job that way. Not trying to do it all yourself, because really you're not gonna have time. So instead what you could be doing is you could be using all your free time to get sales. So I see some people commenting. So Sarah said, that's my life now. Can't wait to make the move to outsource. And so Sarah, Sarah's actually one of my clients, and she's actually one in my program that I have. I have a program called Launch Your Online Agency that teaches you how to outsource and do project management. And so she's doing it now and I'm helping her. And she sees, Sarah is a great example, because Sarah has a VA business and a social media business. And she started by herself, and she started to get all these clients to the point where she was going crazy. And the funny thing is, Sarah, it's not like, she's a full-time mom, okay? Even like that, she's already been stressed out because it's too much. It's too much for you to do. Like for you to have 4 to 5 clients, and you're gonna be doing all of their social media, all of their posting, and then if they actually write a blog, how are you gonna have time to do blog writing? You know how long it takes to blog? Blogging takes focus. You have to think about what you're gonna write. You have to put the right keyword SEO optimization in each blog post. You have to format it. You have to go upload it to WordPress. I mean, that's a lot of time, right? So you're gonna fall into a trap if you try to be the only solopreneur and you're only gonna go but so far. If you wanna make 6 figures in your business and grow and make 10,000 a month, you have to do that by outsourcing, because for you to do everything yourself, it's just not gonna work. It really isn't. Yolanda said, I'm a single mom of 4 kids and I have a full-time job and I'm trying to escape, but finding time is hard. Exactly. Yolanda, you get it, right? You get it. So if you really, really want to grow and you're working full-time, you got to outsource. And to be good at outsourcing, you also have to have good business management skills and understand project management. Project management is how I was able to do it. Now, for me, my full-time job, ironically, was that I was a project manager. So I was actually in my full-time job a project manager. So I've been doing project management for the past, several years. I have my PMP, I'm certified in different types of project management, and I've been helping companies, and now I do more coaching. So I actually coach and consult companies on how to implement project management in their business to grow and to create more revenue, right? So what I'm telling you about outsourcing project management comes from my experience as a certified project manager and someone who has to use that same skill set in her business. So actually, I use those same skill sets in my business, okay? That's what has helped me to scale and to grow. So if you want to grow and you are a service provider, so let me give you another example. You know what's a really lucrative business right now? Starting a virtual assistant agency, okay? There's so many people that need help with back end office support. If you started a virtual assistant agency, you could be making a lot of money and not really having to do that much work, but you have to know how to manage your clients and manage your team. The other thing that's very lucrative is a social media marketing agency. This is where you have more than one client. You may have 10, 20, 30 clients at a time, and you're managing all of their social media and online marketing work. But guess what? You don't need to do it all because there's so many people around the world that you can hire, that you can outsource to actually do the client work. And I actually recently interviewed Nathan Hirsch from this company called freeup.com. It's actually on my page. So if you scroll down, you should be able to see that interview. And he grew his business to multi-million dollars by outsourcing, by finding people to do the work so he could focus on being the manager of his business. And get that meant when you're a manager of your business, you're focused on sales, marketing, operations, streamlining your business, managing your team, coaching and mentoring your team, training your team, okay? So, there's so much, there's so much opportunity. I'm gonna look at, there's so many comments right now too, but there's so much opportunity because his company, which is freeup.com, you can actually hire people from his platform. So there's like Upwork, there's like freelancer.com. So Nathan has he has freeup.com, which is another outsourcing platform. And they have a pretty good system because they screen a lot of the people that register with them. And if you're someone who wants to get started and you don't have any experience, you can go and he's actually looking to get people to work for the company. So you may want to look into that. But I see some people asking questions. So Heather said, but with outsourcing, how do you find the people who share your vision? You don't want people who are going to mess you and lose clients and potential business. So yes, Heather, that is a really good question. And so I have found it because I find the right people by seeing how they are. It's only time that can tell, right? So there's a way to do that and actually teach that in my program. All right, Seven said, how do you start a social media marketing agency? So that's a great question, Seven. The way you start a social media marketing agency is that you pretty much focus on getting clients in the door. Number one, you need to know how to do social media. So as long as you understand the strategy behind social media, you can take that and you understand how to grow followers on social media. You kind of already know how social media, how to get results for your clients through social media and online marketing. Once you know that, then you can start outsourcing, but you need to focus on getting clients, like finding the clients, get the money coming in the door, and then you can outsource the rest, especially for a lot of people who work full-time, because there's just no other way. What else? Yolanda says she wants to start a VA agency. Yeah, Yolanda, there's so many companies that need to hire VAs that if you do it the right way and you focus on the right areas, which is sales and marketing, and you just outsource the rest, you can do it. So we have a few people in my community that I've been mentoring and coaching. Sonia started her own VA business this January, and now she has a lot of client work. She's hiring people. Also, we have Jean, who's in our group. I actually interviewed her. She started her VA business last year. Now she has a team of like 3 people. She's growing. But what happened was, just like her and some other people I've interviewed, the main problem, like I said earlier in this video, is that they didn't have enough time. Like I was like, okay, so how many clients do you have? Or, are you gonna, and the main complaint that people have when I ask them is that I don't have time, Alma. I don't have time to find new clients because I have to spend all my time, 8 hours a day, to help the 3, 4, 5 clients I have. I have no time. And then what happens, this is the other thing that happens. Let's say you have 3, 4 clients, and 2 of them are a pain in the A. They're difficult to work with. They demand too much from you, and you don't really like them, but you want to fire them, but you don't have replacement money, right? What do you do in that situation? you're stuck with clients that you don't like because you don't have other income. Because if you let 1 or 2 clients go, that's 50% of your revenue. And you don't want that. So you have to have multiple clients. You need to have multiple streams of income coming in. And the best and fastest way to do that is to start outsourcing, building up a team. And there's so many different programs or ways, platforms, and because you're on the internet, you can easily find people who want to work, people that want to work from home. And really, in reality, it's like you're giving them a job. You know, you're helping them find a job. But you need to become the middle woman between the sales part and the implementation, right? So that's how you grow your agency, pretty much. All right, so if you have any questions, because I wanted to talk about this because I'm going to start talking about this a lot this week in the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Profit Makers, definitely join my Facebook group, the Profit Makers. This week, I have a 4-day challenge on how to quit your job. And in that challenge, I'm going to show you every single day. I'm going to have prompts and worksheets and things to help you to start to grow, and so that eventually you can leave and replace your full-time income with your own business and not having to work for somebody. But definitely, if you're interested, join my Facebook group. And also, during the 4 days, I'm going to talk a lot about outsourcing because I'm going to make your life easy. I don't want you to make mistakes, okay? And I don't want you to get stressed out. I don't want you to become a nervous wreck. I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm just like, and then what happens too, sometimes you get so excited because, wow, I found my first client or I found my second client. And when you start to grow really fast, it can actually overwhelm you. It can overwhelm you in a good way and in a bad way. So I'm going to talk about that in this 4-day challenge. We're going to go over all the things you need to do to get set up and start hiring, because that's what you need. And if you're interested, make sure you're part of my Facebook group, the Profit Makers. Every day this week, I'm going to do a live video in my group, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. I even have worksheets for you as well if you're interested. There's worksheets and things for you to fill out to help you get there. All right, so I just wanted to drop this to you and really explain to you the truth, because you can't be DIY, like do it yourself, everything, like make your own website, make your own logo, find clients, do this, do that. At some point, you need to outsource something. And there's so many people out there who will do it for you for reasonable rates. It doesn't have to be sky high, but you need to do that. That's the only way you're going to grow. All right, so it's nice seeing everybody, and I will see you later on this week. Take care, bye.